Current affairs for August 2024. Indian Air Force is getting ready to host its largest ever multilateral military exercise called Tarang Shakti, planned for August and September. Nearly 30 countries will participate out of the 51 invited, including major countries like the US, UK, and Germany. The Bharatiya Vayuyan Vidhayak 2024, introduced by Civil Aviation Minister K. Ram Mohan Naidu in the Lok Sabha. It is a new law meant to replace the old Aircraft Act of 1934. Scientists from India and the UK have recently discovered 6 new species of bent-toed geckos in northeast India. The Mysuru Urban Development Authority is being investigated for potential unfair land compensation practices for seizing private property. Parvati, wife of Karnataka CM Siddaramaiah, allegedly received 14 high-end residential plots, worsening the issue. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan launched the National Apprenticeship Training Scheme 2.0 portal. Announced 100 crore in stipends for apprentices. New research shows that trees spreading into places that have always been open, like savannas and grasslands, can harm native animals. A major study in global change biology found that grassland bird numbers in the African savanna have dropped by more than 20%. India hosted the 46th session of the World Heritage Committee in New Delhi. During the event, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced a $1 million grant to support UNESCO's global conservation efforts. To reduce academic pressure on students in classes 6 to 8, the NCERT has proposed 10 bagless days. These days are meant to encourage hands-on learning and vocational experiences. Asian Development Bank approved a $200 million loan to enhance waste and sanitation management in 100 Indian cities. This project is part of the Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0. India continued to be the 8th largest exporter of agricultural products worldwide. However, India's agricultural exports dropped from $55 billion in 2022 to $51 billion. India's drop in agricultural exports is due to various geopolitical factors, like the Red Sea crisis and the Russia-Ukraine war. India will host the third Voice of the Global South Summit on August 17th. This virtual event will address major global issues like conflicts, development challenges, and climate change. The Madras High Court has recently ruled that Section 77A of the Registration Act, 1908, is unconstitutional. A 2022 state amendment granted district registrars excessive authority to cancel property documents over fraud or forgery claims. India has chosen 2 astronauts for the Axiom 4 mission to the International Space Station. Group captains Shubhanshu Shukla and Prashant Balakrishnan Nair will serve as main and backup pilots, respectively. The Union Cabinet approved 8 high-speed road corridor projects totaling 936 kilometers, with a total investment of 50,000 crore rupees. Jharkhand launched the Mukhyamantri Maya Samman Yojana, a welfare initiative focused on empowering women. Starting from August 16, 2024, eligible women across the state will receive financial assistance through this program. RBI has cancelled licenses for 78 urban cooperative banks since 2014. Maharashtra witnessed the highest number of cancellations, followed by Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. India's first quarter FY25 fiscal deficit was 8.1% of the annual estimate, a notable improvement from last year's 25.3%. DG SSB Daljit Singh Chaudhary took over the additional charge of Director General, BSF, on August 3, 2024. The Union government introduced a bill in the Lok Sabha to reserve seats for scheduled tribes in the Goa Legislative Assembly. Indian Air Force has recently given Bharat Dynamics Limited the go-ahead to manufacture 200 Astra Mark 1 air-to-air missiles. This is a big step forward for India's homegrown missile production abilities. The Embassy of India in Jakarta and Ind-Cham recently restarted the Indian Chamber of Commerce in Indonesia. This event attracted more than 150 members from important Indian and Indonesian companies. India is gearing up for the World Bank's new Business Ready Index, which assesses the global business environment and investment conditions, replacing the Doing Business Index. Haryana Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini announced that the state would buy all crops at the MSP. Makes Haryana the first state in India to do this on such a wide scale. There are ongoing discussions about a possible government bill to change the Waqf Act of 1995. This bill aims to improve accountability and transparency in Waqf boards and promote the inclusion of women in their administration. Global equity markets experienced a severe downturn starting, causing significant declines in major markets from Tokyo to London. Maharashtra government introduced the Maharashtra Prisons and Correctional Services Bill during the Legislative Assembly's monsoon session. India is holding a big military exercise in eastern Ladakh, involving all main parts of its armed forces. This exercise is very important because of the ongoing tensions with China along the line of actual control. The Union Cabinet approved the Boilers Bill, 2024, to replace the 1923 Boilers Act. Also updates boiler regulations to meet current industry and safety standards. Muhammad Yunus, who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006, has been appointed as the chief advisor to Bangladesh's interim government. Uttar Pradesh Legislative Assembly passed an amendment to the Prohibition of Unlawful Conversion of Religion Act, making the 2021 law stricter. Nagaland is India's first state to launch a disaster management insurance scheme with SBI General Insurance. A new flowering plant called Cerepegia shivrayana has been discovered in the Vishalgad area of Kolhapur. This discovery was detailed in a research paper published in the journal Phytotaxa. Australia has added 13 new species to its threatened list. This has led to urgent calls to reform the country's environmental laws. The Indian Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has proposed a new law called the Broadcasting Services Bill, 2024. This law aims to put strict rules on independent news creators who share content on digital platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and X. The U.S. State Department announced the release of $3.5 billion in military assistance to Israel after Congress approved the funds. India's government is considering changes to the Limited Liability Partnership Act and related rules to strengthen domestic accounting firms. Odisha launched its first grain ATM to enhance food distribution under the National Food Security Program. This machine is part of the central government's Annapurti program. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has approved the Maharashtra Logistics Policy 2024. This policy is designed to boost the state's economy by generating about Rs 30,573 crore in revenue. Union Cabinet in India approved 8 new railway projects, with a total investment of 24,657 crore rupees. Africa is facing a serious outbreak of Mpox, and WHO has held an urgent meeting to decide if this situation should be declared a public health emergency of international concern. Minister of State for Finance Pankaj Chaudhary introduced the Banking Laws Bill, 2024, in the Lok Sabha. The purpose of this bill is to give customers more options and to improve the way banks are governed. Chhattisgarh has recently approved the creation of the Guru Ghasidas Tamo Pingla Tiger Reserve to address a sharp decline in the state's tiger population. IIT Indore has created advanced shoes using a special technology called Trebo Electric Nano Generator. These shoes are designed to improve safety and efficiency for armed forces personnel. International Youth Day is celebrated every year on August 12th. This day is dedicated to recognizing the important role that young people play in making society better. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin ordered the deployment of a guided missile submarine to the Middle East due to increasing tensions after the deaths of top members of Hamas and Hezbollah. Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda, began his fourth term in office after winning an election with more than 99% of the vote. Scientists in Germany have found fungi that can eat plastic, which could help tackle the global problem of plastic pollution. The study identified 18 fungal strains, with 4 showing a strong ability to degrade plastics, especially polyurethane. Indian Institute of Technology Gandhinagar has created Center for Narmada River Basin Management to study the Narmada River and its surrounding areas. On August 10th, the Indian Air Force returned from exercise Udara Shakti 2024 held in Malaysia from August 5th to 9. A new study has found that water temperatures in and around Australia's Great Barrier Reef are now the highest they've been in 400 years. DRDO successfully carried out the first flight test of a long-range glide bomb named Gaurav using a Su-30 MKI fighter jet. India and Russia are creating a dynamic reference rate for the Indian rupee and Russian ruble to simplify transactions and lessen US influence. Vinay Mohan Quatra has been appointed the Indian ambassador to the United States, starting his role on August 12. Shah Rukh Khan, famous as Bollywood's King Khan, received a Career Achievement Award at the 77th Locarno Film Festival. The Paris Olympics 2024 ended with India winning a total of 6 medals, 1 silver and 5 bronze. India and Israel have launched a joint project to set up a center of water technology at the IIT Madras. This initiative is designed to strengthen India's efforts in sustainable water management and improve water resource. 6th India-Australia Maritime Security Dialogue was held in Canberra, focusing on strengthening maritime security cooperation in the Indian Ocean region. This meeting reflects the comprehensive strategic partnership between India and Australia and addresses crucial maritime issues. Researchers at Lund University have created a promising blood test, Procivity AD2, that detects Alzheimer's disease with about 90% accuracy. Maharashtra will unveil the Mukhyamantri Ladki Bahin scheme on August 17, as announced by Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis. It aims at aiding over 1 crore women in the state. Astronomers at the Indian Institute of Astrophysics have created a method to forecast the strength of solar cycles, enhancing understanding of solar activity and space weather predictions. WHO declared MPOX a public health emergency of international concern on August 14, 2024. Khandwa and North Betul forests in central India face rising fire risks from human actions and natural factors. ISRO launched the SSLV-D3 EOS-08 mission. This mission launched a small satellite designed to observe Earth. The Indian automobile industry will soon see a new addition, a tiny electric car called the Robin. This new car is designed to make personal travel easier and greener. India added 3 new wetlands to its Ramsar sites list, making a total of 85. These new sites are the Nanjarayan Bird Sanctuary and Kasveli Bird Sanctuary in Tamil Nadu, and Tawa Reservoir in Madhya Pradesh. Paetongtarn Shinawatra was elected as Thailand's youngest prime minister at the age of 37. A newly discovered orchid species, Gastrodia indica, was found in Phambonglo Wildlife Sanctuary in Sikkim, India, by botanist Madhusudan Khanal. The Union Cabinet approved 3 new metro projects in India to improve city transportation. These are the Bengaluru Metro Phase 3, Thane Integral Ring Metro, and an extension of the Pune Metro, with a total estimated cost of 30,765.5 crore rupees. WHO announced that Sweden became the first country outside of Africa to report a case of the emerging clade I variant of MPOX. The central government has advertised 45 posts across various ministries for lateral entry into civil services. These positions include 10 joint secretaries and 35 director, deputy secretaries, to be filled on a contract basis. The US Navy has introduced the AIM-174B, an extremely long-range air-to-air missile, in the Indo-Pacific region. India's Mars orbiter mission, Mangalyaan, has completed its 1000th day in orbit around Mars. The mission has provided valuable data on Martian atmosphere, surface, and mineral composition. India made changes to its rules about exporting electricity to other countries. These changes were made to protect Indian companies from political risks in countries like Bangladesh. The Indian government launched Krishi DSS, a digital platform for managing agricultural data nationwide. India hosted the 3rd Voice of Global South Summit, following the principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family. This summit supports Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of development that includes everyone. Maharashtra CM has launched the Solar Village scheme. This program aims to power 100 villages with 100% solar energy. Manyachivadi in Satara district is the first village to benefit from this scheme, making it the first fully solar-powered village in the state. General Sundararajan Padmanabhan, a former Chief of Army Staff of the Indian Army, died on August 19, 2024, in Chennai at the age of 83. The Zoological Survey of India and the Odisha Forest Department have started a project to tag horseshoe crabs along the Odisha coast. This is the first time India has taken such an initiative to help protect these crabs. Advances in CRISPR technology aim to improve agriculture and make crops more resilient by precisely changing their genetic makeup. A study forecasts major global flooding by 2100 from ongoing greenhouse gas emissions. Study predicts 49% increase in global flooding. Delhi Airport made history by becoming the first airport in India to achieve net zero carbon emission airport status under the Airport Carbon Accreditation. Amul was recognized as the world's strongest food brand by Brand Finance, earning a brand strength index score of 91 and a valuation of $3.3 billion. Union Power Minister Manohar Lal discussed climate policy with US President's advisor John Podesta. Sanjeev Raina, a senior officer from the 1987 batch of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police, has been appointed as the additional Director General. Astronomers have created the Black Hole Finder app, a tool designed by the Dutch Black Hole Consortium. The main goal of this app is to help everyday people, like you, find newly formed black hole. ICMR has examined the risk factors for heart disease among adults in India, focusing on unemployment and high blood sugar level. PM Modi's landmark visit to Ukraine included a pledge for humanitarian aid and the presentation of 4 BHIS-HM cubes. Indian cricketer Shikhar Dhawan has announced his retirement from international cricket at the age of 38. He plans to continue playing in league cricket, including the IPL. Nestlé has announced Laurent Freaks as the new CEO, succeeding Mark Schneider. SEBI has banned Anil Ambani from capital markets for 5 years. India's first National Space Day was on August 23, celebrating Chandrayaan-3 Vikram lander landing on the moon. India and Denmark's environmental partnership has initiated the Smart Laboratory on Clean Rivers project to restore the Varuna River. Microplastics found in human brains raise alarm among scientists. NIH found microplastics in 24 brain samples, averaging 0.5% of brain weight. India and Ukraine have taken a big step forward in their relationship by signing 4 important agreements. These agreements aim to enhance collaboration in defense, trade, medicine, green energy, and education. US Secretary Antony Blinken has given the green light for a possible sale of anti-submarine warfare equipment to India, worth around $52.8 million United States. Indian government will launch the Unified Pension Scheme on April 1, 2025, after Union Cabinet approval. This scheme aims to address the dissatisfaction among government employees with the current NPS. India launched its first reusable hybrid rocket, RHU-Mi-1, from Thiruvidanthalai, Chennai, on the 24th of August. A new plant species, Clistanthus dikshabhumiana, has been discovered by 3 botany teachers in the Ambagad forest, located in Bhandara district, Maharashtra. The Union Cabinet of India approved the Bio-E3 policy, which stands for Biotechnology for Economy, Environment, and Employment. At their 6th counter-terrorism meeting in Jakarta, India and Indonesia pledged to combat terrorism, focusing on the misuse of new technologies. NASSCOM has appointed Sindhu Gangadharan, Managing Director of SAP Labs India, as its new chairperson. Legislative Assembly election, Maharashtra has become the first state to adopt the Unified Pension Scheme for its employees, benefiting approximately 13.5 lakh state employees. Assam has officially recorded the presence of Mithun, Bos frontalis, for the first time, a significant development for the state's biodiversity. Pavel Durov, the co-founder and CEO of Telegram, was arrested at Le Bourget Airport in Paris. Authorities are investigating claims that Telegram's privacy and low moderation have enabled illegal activities on its platform. Australia recently recorded its hottest winter temperature ever, reaching 41.6 degrees Celsius at Yampi Sound. This breaks the previous winter record by 0.4 degree. The Borneo Sunda clouded leopard population has dropped to about 3,800 due to habitat loss from deforestation. The Food Safety and Standards Authority of India withdrew its advisory telling food businesses to eliminate A1 and A2 milk references from packaging. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways in India is proposing a new policy to repair and upgrade old national highways using a method called white topping technology. Apple announced that Kevin Parekh will become the company's new Chief Financial Officer on January 1, 2025. Karnataka has reported 24,028 dengue cases and 5 deaths. To combat this, the Health Department launched a pilot project using overtrap baskets on August 26 to monitor mosquitoes. NASA's Perseverance rover began an important new phase of its mission on Mars by starting its climb to the top of Jezero crater on August 27. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari recently unveiled solar-powered tricycles during an important event held by the Andhra Pradesh Met Tech Zone. Government has named B. Srinivasan as the new Director General of the NSG, following Nelan Prabhat's reassignment. Prabhat has been moved to the role of Special Director General of Jammu and Kashmir Police. The Union Cabinet has given the green light to build 12 new industrial smart cities across different states, with a budget of 28,602 crore rupees. Uttar Pradesh has launched a policy to pay social media influencers for promoting its programs and achievements. ISRO plans to launch the Gaganyaan mission, featuring an uncrewed robot called Vyomitra. This robot, known as a half-humanoid, is designed to help with tasks in space. The Assam Legislative Assembly passed a new law called the Assam Compulsory Registration of Muslim Marriages and Divorces Bill, 2024. This law is designed to address serious issues like child marriage, marriages without mutual consent, and polygamy. The Aura pouch virus is insect-borne, meaning it spreads through insect bites, much like the dengue virus that is spread by mosquitoes. Since August 1, over 8,000 cases have been reported in South America. India recently commissioned its second nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine called INS Arighat in Vishakhapatnam. Thank you for watching.